Hey y'all, it is your girl Sophia Empowers. I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying this lovely oncoming sun. I'm making this video because I think it's overdue, I should say. I think I've withheld this question and these concerns back long enough to give people even enough time to um, clarify, and communicate their opinions, their findings. In other words, I think there's been a long enough time where me doing this video shouldn't be offensive to anyone, because we've all, basically everybody gets the same 24 hours in a day, and time has gone by. And this is what I'm choosing to do with my time, and I hope everyone else is enjoying and are comfortable with the choices that they've chosen to do with their time, right? So I probably won't get to cover everything. I kind of jot noted down some of these topics because I thought, it will be a busy week. I might get the opportunity and I might not, but boy, did I desperately want to, right? And so I jotted things down just in case it comes an opportunity whether I'm outside at the park or anything, and I get an opportunity to answer or a few questions that were asked to me. So after a recent video that I did, somebody reached out to me privately and asked, what's the reason why, basically I'd assume, would stay in the life of a narcissist, or allow a narcissist to continue to be in their life, right? And I thought, yeah, that's a tricky question. I can't even really answer that, because it takes a lot of, first of all, you've got to be somebody who is self-aware to acknowledge that you're even, surrounded by certain people with these personality disorders. Because first of all, they're manipulative. So, most people aren't going to come to the conclusion that, oh my goodness, there's a possibility this person is harmful, right? So there's a lot of reasons. I couldn't answer that question, but I'm going to give some feedback in regards to my situation and how I got roped into a few things in my story. I'm going to start with religious factors being one of them. I don't know if this is the same for everyone, but hopefully throughout this video, I am given an opportunity to give you guys a little bit of insight and maybe even support, if that makes any sense. Like, just ways to navigate some things that might be holding you back from being your best self, or making your best choices, which again, nobody's perfect, so this will always take work. But when I think about religious factors in my story, I do realize that that's one of the reasons why I even met or dated somebody with narcissistic tendencies or disability, right? For that matter. Religious factors, like from my family's point of view, in the Bible and whatnot, it often says that a wife should be, and vice versa. Don't get me wrong, but it does say a wife should be respectful and kind of open-minded and submissive to her husband, right? So me coming from a family with this background, there's reasons why sometimes I would be stagnant and prolong, packing up and rearranging my lifestyle earlier on in my teenage years, when I became a mom. Like, I would think about the fact that, okay, maybe even if this person is being abusive, if I want to be a good wife, I should probably put up with this and figure out how to let it passively pass by, right? Now, unfortunately, in my case, when I started my videos, or 2 years ago, in the midst of oh, I think I need to drink some water. My lips are dry here. Dehydration usually causes that. So, unfortunately, I've also been someone who likes to avoid conflict, okay, guys? So, for a long time, when certain things would pop up, I would tend to hide in a shell and not be so much like interested in engaging in new things, right? New people, new situations especially if they were challenging or came with like a little bit of baggage, like, things that were going to affect myself and my children for basically for generations. I would be a little bit hesitant in the past. Now, there was a time where, or there was a situation, I don't want to say a time, it was only a brief encounter, so to say, where a few ladies were, I don't know what happened there, but they popped up into my life, and they were kind of curious, why I was estranged from my ex-spouse. And there were not really just religious factors, but lawful reasons why I didn't want to mention certain things that took place, because of the possibility of being sued for slander. Although I normally am not known to lie. I usually just state facts, right? But there were many different dynamics and reasons why I figured, okay, I'm just going to pull back from the situation and not engage, as opposed to give my feedback or what I know or what I feel I know, just because I didn't want anybody to feel like I have painted somebody in a certain image. But what I will say is this: there was a time not too long ago, through my videos, a few ladies, they popped up and they, I don't know, were concerned or wanted to know what's going on, where are you, or something, whatever. Why aren't you a part of such and so's life? And then a cat came out the bag, and some deep information was discovered. And I noticed that these ladies kind of disappeared, right, all of a sudden. So in my mind, I'm wondering, like, do people even, when people involve themselves and engage in specific things, are they even prepared for the truth, or for things that could possibly lead up to the truth before you acknowledge or engage? Because